Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Sisters, may Allah guide you all, bless you all, firm your steps on the journey of Islam, all of you, Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على هذا النبي المبارك وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, welcome to your class, weekly sister class, and we're gonna study Hadith Nabawi Sharif, inshallah, prophetic speech, prophetic teaching, and Hadith of today. It's amazing Hadith, talk about our good deeds remain after even we leave the life after death. Let's read Hadith first in Arabic and then translation and then explain inshallah. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا مات ابن آدم انقطع عمله إلا من ثلاث: صدقة جارية أو علم ينتفع به أو ولد صالح يدعو له. رواه الإمام مسلم. Translation. Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhu reported Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, when a person dies, his deeds come to an end except for three things: Sadaqah Jariyah, continual charity, ongoing charity. This is number one. Number two, a knowledge which is beneficial. Or number three, a righteous child who pray for him, for the dead person. Al-Imam Muslim. The narrator of that hadith, Sahabi al-Jalil, a great Sahabi, Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhu. Let's study or take some information, little biography about Abu Huraira. Who is Abu Huraira? His name is Abdulrahman Sajr ibn Adusi, originally from Yemen. Why this nickname Huraira or Abu Huraira? Why? Huraira is minimize of the word Hirra. The word Hirra means cat in Arabic. So he has used to carry, why that? We are used to carry kitty, little cat, in his hand. So the Prophet ﷺ gave him that surname or nickname, as he used to have cat in his hand in the market, in the masjid, in the masjid, in wherever, in the street, in the house, wherever, carry cat, little cat, kitty in his hand. So Rasulullah kind of kidding with him, as he used to carry this cat, little cat, baby cat in his hand. He called him Ya Aba Hir. Aba Hir or Huraira belonged to that, little cat. So that great Sahabi accepted Islam on, the hand of الطفيل ibn Amr. الطفيل ibn Amr has a great story how he came to Islam. He used to be leader for his tribe at Dus in Yemen. So he come to Mecca, accept Islam, and turn back to his homeland, invite you to Islam. Some accept, some not accept. Among them, Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhum jami'an. And then migrated to Medina with his tribe at Daus. There, he stayed close to the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. Close to the Prophet, listen to khutbah, listen to classes, listen to knowledge, learn from him alayhi salatu wasalam through like 5 years. 5 years. Day and night, summer and winter. In Medina, outside Medina, wherever the Prophet, he became like his shade, close to him alayhi salatu wasalam. That's why he memorized thousands of ahadith. Thousand of hadith. Number one, because he used to be close to the Prophet. Number two, the dua of the Prophet Muhammad for him. He make dua for him to memorize fast and strong memorization. So Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu has very sharp memory, a strong memory. He just listened to the hadith one time, stay in his memory and memorize it. He memorized 5,374 hadith. 5,374 hadith. 2,000 of them in al-Bukhari, subhanallah. Al-Bukhari and Muslim. By these 5,000 hadiths, he established a school in Syria. Later, after Prophet passed away and Islam spread around Arabia, so he migrated to Syria. There established a school, teach the Prophet a hadith. Teach the hadith, and he has thousands of students. He had thousands of students who learn, memorize hadith from him and spread around the world, Muslim world, India, Pakistan, North Africa, Egypt, Iraq, everywhere. Carry the hadith that Abu Huraira memorized and teach them the hadith, and everyone from this 1,000 make school to teach also hadith in Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's amazing story when you read about somebody like Abu Huraira, about somebody like Aisha, like Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, these great Sahaba who carry a sunnah, carry a hadith in Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now let's go to al-hadith, matn al-hadith, the text of the prophet, prophetic text. When Rasulullah said, when a person, a man, a person dies, his deeds come to an end, except for three things. Three things. Death is absolute truth, no doubts in death. Everyone has a day to live. Everyone must die. Everyone has day to live, time to live this life. But when? Only Allah knows our time, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only Allah knows. What after death? We should know. Death is not end. Death is transition from life to another life. And next life is according to what we used to do here in this life, goodness or badness. So we should prepare ourselves for this next life. Prepare ourselves by Tawheed, number one. Understand Tawheed. Tawheed concerning as that essence of God, nature of God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. God is one. Allah is one and only one. Has no son, has no father, has no mother, has no beginning, has no end, has no place, has no time. This is a pure Tawheed. Pure monotheism. It's number one. Ready to meet Allah on La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Number one. Number two, do as much as good deeds. Good deeds. Good righteous deeds. Salah, fasting, sadaqah, charity, good behavior, good manners, your neighbors, your parents, your kinship, everything do from good deeds, do as much as. By these stuff, two things, Tawheed and good deeds, we are qualified to be in heavens, in Jannah forever. So the wise person who think about the next life, take from this life to the next life, prepare himself or herself for next life. Prepare herself for next life. Good manner, good behaviors, good treatment with spouses, with the parents, with neighbors, with everybody around, everything around. You should be good manner, good behavior. Good news, when we leave this life, leave it by death, still we can receive good deeds. We are in our graves, our qabr, but we still receive good deeds, credits from what we left behind of us. Yes, according that hadith, give us good news. So you prepare yourself and leave something back of you to remain receiving good deeds and credit when we are in grave, when we are in qabr. Three things, as our beloved mentioned, alayhi salatu wassalam. Number one, Sadaqah Jariyah. Sadaqah Jariyah, continual charity, ongoing charity. What's Sadaqah Jariyah? Ongoing charity is a kind of waqf. Kind of waqf. What waqf? Endowment. Endowment. Imam al-Nawawi, rahimahullah, said ongoing charity, a Sadaqah al-Jariyah, is a type of waqf, endowment. He mentioned that in Sharh Imam Muslim. Ongoing charity, dear sisters, is a charity, the reward of which continues after our death. When we passed away, still you receive barakah, blessing, credits, rewarding from what we left back of us. As for the charity non-continual, and now we have two charities, type of charities from that perspective. Continual charity, continual sadaqah, sadaqah jariyah, and non-continual sadaqah. Non-continual sadaqah, like what? Such as charity in the form of food, give to a poor person, needy person, homeless person. You give him clothing, shoes, sadaqah, food, sadaqah, something like that. So it is for this life. But sadaqah jariyah for here and next. Still, because the work still produce service to humanity, to others. But when you give food to somebody, it's meal, eat it and gone. Khalas ala kida. Nothing after that. But when you build the hospital, build the school, or share in building hospital, school, public service for public, for people, serve people, so remain barakah, blessing, benefit, produce after we passed away. So now we have two types of sadaqah: continual charity and non-continual charity. Okay, so sadaqah jariyah, continual charity, which could be like building mosque or sharing in building mosque, planting trees, digging wells of water, printing and distributing mushaf, Quran, give it to the people, and spreading beneficial knowledge by producing books. And now we can add this stuff when we can add now the social media, when we post beneficial materials that remain after our death to benefit people, that consider as ongoing sadaqah charity also. So number one, sadaqah al-jariyah that remain after we passed away, after our death, still we receive credit, still we receive blessing and receive barakah from that good deeds. Now, number two, knowledge, which is beneficial. What appears from the prophetic word is that means all types of knowledge, not only knowledge of Islamic religious, knowledge, Quran and Sunnah, not only that, but this is the highest, but it's still all other kind of knowledge which benefit people. Okay, so all types of knowledge that is beneficial, he will receive reward. But first of these knowledge, the knowledge of wahy, revelation, Quran and Sunnah. And the first among that, Islamic knowledge, Quran and Sunnah, fiqh, tafsir, hadith, all that branches of al-ilm al-sharif, the noble knowledge. If we assume that a person dies having taught some people a permissible kind of craft or manufacturing and what is taught was beneficial, then he will attain reward and will be rewarded for that. يعني this is we mentioned that the highest level of knowledge العلم الشريف, علم الوحي. After that, if you teach people chemistry, physics, mechanic, whatever you teach people from benefit them in this life, still receive barakah, receive blessing, receive credit in our grave, in our, after death. Okay, all type of knowledge. The highest of them, علم الشريف, علم الوحي, and then all other types of knowledge with benefit humanity. Benefit humanity. So sisters, so all types of knowledge, the person will be rewarded, especially the religious knowledge, through teaching or writing books or giving classes, lectures, and record it and leave it on YouTube, for example, social media, to benefit people. This number 2. Number 1, Sadaqah Jariyah. Number 2, ilm, knowledge, beneficial knowledge. Number 3, a righteous child, a righteous kid, a righteous child that keep praying for us after death, make dua for us after death. When we leave a righteous kid, child, it benefit us in our grave. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why we should care about our kids and bringing them on righteousness through teaching Quran, teaching them Sunnah, teaching them halal and haram. Put them in a sound environment. Sound environment. And the best environment, al-masjid. Let your kids relate with the masjid and relate with the imam, with the teacher in the masjids. Visit different masajid and listen to that, scholars and imam and lectures and Jum'ah here and there, that raise them on righteousness. Attach with the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Attach with العلم الشريف, attached with ulama, scholars, Quran and Sunnah. So let them love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Raise them on mahabbah, loving of Almighty God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and fearing Allah. Love Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Respect his Sunnah alayhi salatu wasalam. Make them always have reference. Teach them we have reference. We have reference. Muslims, families, we have reference. And the reference of Muslims, Al-Quran was Sunnah. When we want to establish business, look back to Quran and Sunnah. When we establish anything, any project in our life, our reference to check this halal, haram, okay, not okay, Al-Quran was Sunnah. The prophetic Bible, let them study and love to study the prophetic seerah, prophetic biography. Seerat al-Sahaba al-Kiram, radiyallahu anhum ajma'in, righteous successors, as-Salaf al-Salih, that give us credit when we leave dunya, in our graves, enlighten our graves, and receive credits and receive barakah, blessing, while we are in our grave in qabr. There is a question, sisters, here about it. Now we are talking about if somebody established good deeds through Sadaqah Jariyah, through ilm, beneficial ilm, through righteous kid. What about if the person made bad deeds that hurt people? Does he receive bad credit after death as well? We mentioned good credit. Now, if the person made bad that hurt people even after his death, still people receive hurt, still receive bad credit? Yes, of course. This is what the Prophet ﷺ, in authentic narration, mentioned, alayhi salatu wasalam. Let's read that narration, translation. It was narrated from Al-Munzir ibn Jurayj, or ibn Jarir, that his father said, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, whoever makes a good practice that is followed, he will receive its rewarded, and a reward equivalent to that of those who follow it. When we establish good project, something good, and people copy us, so we receive credit like the people copy us. the same for bad deeds. And whoever makes a bad practice that is followed, he will receive its sin, an equivalent sins of those who follow it, without decreasing from their sins. Example, a person, the one who invented cigarettes, wine, all these artificial, stuff that hurt the person. The first one who invented that received sins from everyone who copy him. Subhanallah. So we should be careful and avoid to be in that hard situation. Always keep on fixing ourselves, correction ourselves, correct our families, correct our kids, and think about next life, prepare ourselves for next life, prepare something to remain after death to give us credit and barakah and receive rewarding while we are in death, after death, in our grave. Sadaqah Jariyah, beneficial knowledge, and righteous child. We reached to the close, to the end of that class, and if you have any question before dua, I can answer you. Okay, so let's go to dua. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the end of that class to unite us in Jannat al-Firdaus. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us a chance to make ziyarah, umrah, and hajj. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guidance, forgiveness, pardoning. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask Allah Jalla wa Ala to let us reach Ramadan and accept fasting and charity from us. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guidance for our kids, our youth, our spouses. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our ummah in Palestine to remove injustice, persecution from them. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask Allah Jalla wa Ala to unite us in Jannat al-Firdaus. Ameen, ameen ya Arhamar Rahimin. وصلي اللهم وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.